Make sure you're unplugged before doing anything. I have a 1/4-inch bit into my drill, and you will go through and remove these. I have a 1/4-inch bit in my electric drill, so I can get that back end up. I'll remove the back. One of the biggest reasons why people thinking they need a new dryer and tossing out their dryers is the heating element here is gone bad, or one of the thermostats or fuses are out. Very simple to check. All you need is a multimeter. There's no need to even remove these components. Here's a used heating element that I purchased on eBay. Turn my multimeter on just to test it to make sure it's good before I actually put this in. It should be reading around 10, 10.5. This one's good. I can check my fuse as well. This should read around 1, 1.2. This is good as well. Usually with your elements you can see if there's anything bad on that as well. Just do the reverse. Now that I have the new element, get it in there. Now I'm screwed in. Connect my wires. Again, make sure you test all of your components first, so you're not just ordering one part and actually needing something else as well. Typically, if one thing goes out, that's usually the cause for the whole thing. You don't usually have two components go out at the same time, but it's possible. Do these just to individualize that piece. One fuse individualized. There are some holes here, so I'm getting one which is appropriate. Somewhere it's typically around 1, 1.2. This is a good fuse. Go to my next piece, plug that back in. Again, I will check this. Again, I'm getting this good thermostat. Plug this back in. How this one works, same deal. Wires on there. I'm getting about 1. This one's good as well. Element, there's actually 2 things to check here. So first thing we will check is to make sure that this is good, and then the next thing we're going to check is the heating element, which should read about 10. Leave this on the top lead here, and you can go through the thermostat and through the element, or you can go to the other side and just test the element. But we knew that this thermostat was good, and since we knew that, it would run through there, next run through the element, and back to this lead, giving us just over 10, and this is a good heating element. If you have any of these components that are bad, instead of buying a whole set, you can buy each individual component. Often this fuse will go out, especially if you have a lot of dust in any of these, and it's a very cheap part. So you can come back here, check that with your multimeter. Go on to eBay, you can buy one of these used for $5. So instead of getting a whole new dryer, save you hundreds of dollars, you can, replace any one of these parts here for under $10. And you have your dryer back up in action again. So it's important to make sure you keep it clean though. If you have a lot of dust buildup, that's often when we start having issues with these parts. Heating element, this part you can probably get on eBay used for $25, 30, depending on which model you have. Very simple. You just unscrew these 2 bolts, unplug this here. You'll get a new shield and everything here with the element on it. Come in the mail. Pop it in, screw it in, plug it back in, and you're good to go. Screw on your back, plug in your machine, and you can start drying again. So very simple fixes. Don't throw your dryer away for something that costs you, between $5 to $20. A lot of times these will clog up. That's another reason why you'll have issues with your thermostats or fuses and it overheating. So this is a cheap part. Now that I have it off, make sure you inspect it to make sure you don't have any holes, which I've done already. Otherwise you're gonna have lint and everything all over. We can turn it on. Now that I open this up, I'm feeling heat, so if I just change the thermostat or a fuse, I know everything's operational and it's fixed. If I just change my element as well, we're good to go.